I want to bring in a witness of the shooting on the phone right now. Specialist Glendon Oakley is joining us. I understand, a specialist, that you were in the Cielo Vista Mall at a sporting goods store. Take us through exactly what happened, what you saw. But before you do so, how are you doing?
I'm fine right now. Just a little shaken up. I'm still here at the moment.
Are you still at the mall?
Yeah, I am.
So tell us what what you saw and heard.
Well, I was in a store. I think it's called Fanatics or something. It's a sports store. I was buying a jersey, and the little kid ran in there and was telling us it's an active shooter in Walmart, but we didn't pay no attention because, for one, it was just little kids, and then for two, you're at the mall and at Walmart, so how do you know that? So we just didn't pay no mind. So I walked to Foot Locker, and I just heard two gunshots, and a whole bunch of people started running around screaming. So they shut the cage of in Foot Locker. And I have my license to carry, and I'm in the military, so when I hear gunshots, we're trained to, think fast and grab your weapon, think fast and save, take cover, do anything you can. So a couple guys, they just ran out of Foot Locker, and I'm thinking, I'm the only one with a weapon and, that's legally carrying. So, I go with them because, I can guard them or whatever, but I see a whole bunch of kids just running around without their parents. So I put it up, and the only thing I think of is just pick up as many kids as I can as possible, and there was another guy doing it as well. I don't know where he went to, but there was another Hispanic guy with me. He did as well. And it was just, I could say maybe a total of like 13 kids running around, but I can only get 3. And I think he got about 3 as well, because I was just focused on the kids. I wasn't really worried about myself. So I was, I put my head down and just ran as fast as I could. And once I seen a whole bunch of cops, I dropped them. I told them to go. So I pulled out my phone in case they were going to shoot me. So I pulled out my phone and started recording while I was running. They were just telling me hands up, and I just, I made it out safe. But I wasn't too worried about myself. I was just trying to get those kids out of there because, I was just, it was just so many kids just running around. And I was just thinking about if I had a child and, if I wasn't around, how I would want another man to react if they see my child running around. So I just thought fast and grabbed as many kids as I could as possible and just made it up.
Specialist Oakley, how long did this incident occur from the time that these young kids came in to that store and told you that there's a shooter until now, basically? How long was the active shooting going on as far as you could tell?
Well, while I was in there buying a jersey, he came in there, and then 2 minutes probably about went by, so I could swipe my card and stuff, and I walked out, and I walked down to Foot Locker. So I'll say from me making it, from the kid telling me to me hearing gunshots, it was about maybe like a quick 5 to 7 minutes.
What were the folks saying to you, Specialist Oakley, as you were walking around? Were you walking around in military uniform or just in civilian clothes?
No, I was just in civilian clothes. Like, nobody was really, because the kid was just running around saying it was an active shooter. I don't know how he found out, but the people around the mall weren't really paying him no attention, until gunshots popped off, and then a whole bunch of mall cops were running around with their M4s and stuff, just running around. That's when people, started to run around screaming.
Did you actually hear any gunshots?
Yeah.
You did?
2.
You heard 2 gunshots?
Me and the guy. That I don't know who the other guy was, but we just ended up being right next to each other the whole time, but he heard it as well.
So what did you do? What did you do?
So
I know you're a military. You're in the U.S. Army. You're a specialist. But what did you do when you heard those gunshots?
Honestly, anybody in the military can tell you, like, it's something you can't explain. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I just remember, just trying to get those kids out, because we're trained to pull your gun out and, take cover or save or shoot whoever's in front of you that's the enemy, you know what I'm saying? So that's something I can't explain. You just have to be in the military to really understand what I was going through that time.
So your objective, your goal, your immediate goal, was to help save these kids, as opposed to running toward the incident where the shooting was going on, even though you were armed.
Right, because when I was in Foot Locker, at first I was just thinking for myself, just hide. But when they shut the cages, you can see through the cage, and all you see is just a whole bunch of kids. So I just thought about getting the kids out the way, man. Anything could happen. The stray bullet can fly by or anything. I was just worried about the kids. Once I seen kids, I wasn't too worried about myself.
And so you helped the kids. How were the kids doing?
you know, they were anxious to just jump. Like, when they were in my arms, they were trying to jump out of my arms. But, you know, I'm trying to keep them as tight as possible. Like, they're kids. They don't really understand what's going on. And then at that, I think they were just scared. They weren't by their parents or nothing.
As far as you can tell, you're still at the Cielo Vista Mall right now, specialist. Is it over? Are people letting you walk around, or are they forcing you to stay put?
At first they were forcing me to stay put, but like I came up on the other side of the mall, so I was just walking to my car, so I had to walk all the way around. So it was just a whole bunch of people just walking. But the border patrol was trying to, you know, push everybody back, but I made it to my car. I guess they didn't see me. I made it to my car, and I drove around, and I had just parked, and a couple of news people just walked up to me, and I guess they just asked me some questions and stuff, and I just took an interview and all that other stuff.
Specialist Oakley, is there anything you want to share, anything else you want to share with our viewers here in the United States and around the world?
I just hope those kids are safe, man, and to the parents that if you're looking for your child, I hope I was able to get your child out of there as quick as possible, and I just pray that all the kids and just bystanders that were in the mall and at Walmart made it out safely. And it's really tragic. I wasn't expecting this to happen. I was, you know, on a normal day paying bills first of the month. I was just minding my business. This is something that it shocked me. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, nobody was expecting this, but unfortunately, it happens way too often. And Specialist Glendon Oakley, thanks, first of all, for your service to the United States. You're in the U.S. Army. Thanks for what you did today in helping those kids in the face of this mass shooting. We'll stay in close touch with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, roger that.